Question number 10 from Americans Elect is, what would you do to improve workforce development and job training opportunities for U.S. workers? Well, first of all, I'd work with the private sector and try and develop solutions that didn't require a significant amount of government intervention, because every time the government gets involved, it requires tax dollars. And government regulation, for example, has to promulgate rules as well as create infrastructure to monitor and enforce those rules. Each one of those layers is a cost that reduces the value of that dollar. Had that dollar been untaxed and left in the private sector, the entire dollar could have been spent on workforce development and job training. So I would also look for elements of the private sector in whose interest it was to pursue workforce development, and that's management and labor. And because I'm an independent candidate, I don't owe anything to either party, and I think I can build that consensus. The other thing I would do from a government standpoint, we have a lot of unused assets, or assets for which have already been paid by U.S. taxpayer dollars. Let's redeploy those. I wrote an article for the Communities of the Washington Times talking about 14,000 unoccupied buildings that could be redeployed, among other things, to create rent-free trade schools for workforce development. We could redirect the Department of Defense to move military personnel through those schools as well to help reintegrate them into the workforce. So there are a variety of solutions out there. If we transfer technology for which the taxpayers already paid, we reduce R&D, accelerate time to market, and we eliminate the risk that the private sector otherwise would be constrained with. So we just need to use common sense.